10 kilometers. New York, Mohammed charges $27. Cairo, Ahmed charges 60 cents. Zurich, Lucas charges 43. Same ride, same distance, same app icon, 3 receipts, 3 different hiding places. You know the New York number. 27 feels normal, familiar. The number you have paid without thinking. But the number you know best hides something you have never actually seen. Peel back the $27. The driver keeps less than half. The rest goes to names the driver never sees. 3 cities, 3 receipts, 3 confessions, and one of them is screaming. Manhattan, Tuesday, 7 in the evening. The yellow screen glows. $27. The car has not moved. Before the wheel turns, invisible hands are already inside your wallet. Let's count them. Congestion fee, state surcharge, sales tax, accessibility fee. 4 line items, 4 destinations. The congestion fee goes to the MTA. The surcharge to the state, sales tax to the city. Accessibility fee to a separate fund, none of them to the driver. The fare is a tax return before it is a ride. Mohammed drives the car. The app does not know his last name. You will not learn it either. The receipt remembers the platform. It forgets the man. Here's the part that stings. 25 cents out of every single dollar. It never leaves the app. Uber calls it a service fee. The SEC calls it a take rate. But there's an older word. A toll. On a road Uber does not own. From a car it does not drive. Before tip. Every ride. Every city. Then the tip prompt. 18% suggested. Most people tap yes without thinking. But here, a tip is not gratitude. It is the gap between what Uber pays Mohammed and what New York rent actually costs. In New York, the tip is not extra. It is the wage the app will not print. Mohammed has been on the road for nearly 2 decades. After the platform and the city take their cuts, he clears about $18 an hour after expenses, close to the TLC minimum pay standard, not a luxury wage. 2 deductions inside 1 fare, and wait until Cairo shows you what happens when labor costs almost nothing at all. $27 in Manhattan, 60 cents in the next city. The same 10 kilometers. The same human labor. A different confession entirely. The next receipt does not whisper. It accuses. Wait. Read that number again. 60 cents. 10 kilometers. A white Hyundai crosses the Qasr El Nil Bridge, weaves through 6 lanes of horn and dust and stops. The meter closes at roughly 60 cents. That is not a discount. That is a policy. The rider taps the app. 30 Egyptian pounds appear on screen. What about 60 cents? The driver, Ahmed, accepts without flinching. He has driven this route 400 times. He knows the fare does not pay for itself. Someone invisible is covering the difference, someone who never gets in the car. Ahmed drives 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. His full month of steering earns what a Manhattan rider might spend on Uber over a long weekend. Same labor, same road, different planet. About 15% of the fare is fuel. Egypt spends roughly $2.5 billion a year holding the price of that fuel down. Every Cairo ride, the state is a hidden passenger. The fare is subsidized. The receipt does not say so. The Egyptian pound has lost more than half its value against the dollar in the last 3 years. At the pump, Ahmed watches the exchange board. Half the price gap is not the ride getting cheaper. It is the currency getting smaller. That is not a bargain. That is a bleed. Per kilometer, New York charges nearly 30 times what Cairo charges. The congestion fee alone buys you the entire Cairo ride twice over. But cheap here still costs something. A subsidized pump, a collapsing currency, a driver eating the rest. Cairo is not cheap. Cairo is subsidized. Ahmed watches the subsidy news the way farmers watch the sky. One cabinet decision. One IMF clause. His livelihood rewrites itself overnight. Cairo hides its price inside a treasury. New York hides it inside a tax code. Now cross into a country where the app itself was not allowed to be an app. The receipt there does not hide. It boasts. Zurich. A black Mercedes E-Class pulls up. Lucas wears a collared shirt. He opens the door. This is the same app that dropped Ahmed off in Cairo for 60 cents. Here, the app does not recognize itself. Swiss law refused the category. Commercial chauffeur license, mandatory testing, annual vehicle audit. Commercial grade insurance, every cost is printed into the $43 fare. Nothing buried, nothing discounted. Every regulation has a line item. The Swiss federal court ruled, drivers are employees. The app fought it. The app lost. The verdict did not vanish. Lucas is not a gig worker. He is an employee. He goes home to a paycheck. The app is just the middleman that moves the money. The ruling lives in every fare. 3 drivers. Same app icon on 3 phones. Mohammed in New York clears about $2,800 a month after fees and taxes. Ahmed in Cairo clears about $300, supporting a family of 5. Lucas in Zurich clears roughly $4,000, estimated, salaried, insured, pensioned. Same logo. 3 completely different economies on the back end. 3 systems. 3 different places to hide the labor. New York buries it in the tip line you feel guilty not leaving. Cairo buries it in a state subsidy nobody writes on the receipt. Zurich refuses to bury it at all. It prints labor on the face of the fare. 10 kilometers. 1 app. 3 economies stacked on 1 small screen. The map is identical. The confession is not. Filing the report. New York confesses its addiction to fees and liabilities stacked on every trip. Cairo priced the ride below what the labor inside it actually costs. Zurich reveals a labor code written into every kilometer. The fare is a mirror. Each city stares into it and sees its own laws, its own labor rules, its own economic soul staring back. Another receipt waits on the desk. Another city confesses. The investigation continues. Case closed.